So you are going to yarn over in black, and then we are going to place one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. We are now back to our front row. Okay, we did 3 rows in yellow and we are supposed to do 5 rows overall, so this is going to be the 4th yellow row, and in overall it should be row 8. We are switching back to yellow and the pattern says one single crochet in the next 5 stitches in yellow, as you can see, and 5. 2 loops on the hook, you drop your yellow, you grab your next black color, and the pattern says one single crochet in black, but you're not going to finish off. You insert in the next stitch and pull through. You have 2 loops on the hook, bring this back in front, and then grab your yellow bag and place one single crochet in the next 6 stitches in yellow. Do not carry the black yarn along. And then 6. 2 loops on the hook, drop the yellow, pick up the next black, yarn over, pull through, and place one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. As usual, you are going to make the same repetition as you did here, and you can see the yellow almost done. And so you are going to place one single crochet in the next 5 stitches in yellow, one single crochet in black, and then one single crochet in the next 6 stitches in yellow. As always, I'll meet you when I'm done with this portion. Done with the same repetition, and I'm going to grab the next black, finish it off, and place one single crochet in the next 3 stitches as usual. We are back to the front. Okay, and we are going to do one final row before we move to the top part. If you take a look at the original pattern, I started a little red here. However, this modified pattern would have the red right here, okay, right here and here, okay, and so this final yellow row would help finish off this down portion. Let's take a look at what we have so far. And if your AirPod cover is still a little bit tight, it's supposed to be tight, so don't worry, you just have to stretch it. It will take the shape of the AirPod. So this is what we have. You know, the hole is available for you to charge, and we are almost done. This is how it looks, front and back looking the same, Ghana themed. And final row, and then I'll show you how to work the upper part. For the final row, it's the same as the row we did previously, row 8. So this is row 9 in yellow. You grab the yellow from afar always, and you insert one single crochet into the next 5 stitches. Always 2 loops on the hook. You drop the yellow, you grab the black, yarn over, pull through, and then you insert a single crochet right on top of the previous one, and then you drop the black once again, grab the yellow, and then you yarn over and pull through 2, and continue with a total of 1 single crochet in the next 6 stitches. And the final one, 6. You drop the yellow, and then you grab the nearest black, yarn over and pull through 2, and then you are going to place 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. Always don't finish off the final one. You drop it and you grab the yellow from afar and repeat the same thing for the back as well. You change to black, you pull through. This time you are going to single crochet 1 in black and slip stitch into the next like this and pull up a loop, and this is what you should have. So I get my safety scissors and I cut the strands. I put the bobbin aside for another project, because you can make multiple, you know, pieces, because this is so cute. And so we are going to cut all of the strands, are going to weave in the ends with a darning needle, and then we work on the topper part, which is the topper part, very similar to the bottom parts, and I will show you how to incorporate the red. So this is the only portion that you end up weaving in yarns, and that's why I love making bobbins. And you can see that the back has no, you know, it's also neat as the front, okay, except that the front has clearer stitches. Yeah, so I'll meet you when you are done weaving, and I cut all the bobbins, so I'm going to take my time to weave in all the strands, and we work on the top part. So one tip is that when you finish, because your stitches might be tight, it's important to stretch it out a little and allow it to take the shape and form. In case you are facing this issue, there's no problem with it. So we are going to work on the topper part. The topper part is similar to what we started, except that we are not making any hole for the bottom part. So we are going to chain a total of 11. So this is the 11 chains. You are going to single crochet into the second chain space, insert, pull through, and single crochet, and then we are going to place one single crochet into the next 8 chain spaces. Here we have it, one single crochet into the next 8 chain spaces, adding up to what we had made previously, making 9. And so you should have one chain space in the corner where we are going to work our increase. In that chain space, we are going to place a total of 3 single crochets. This will allow you increase and shift to the opposite side where we'll be working our stitches. So now, crocheting over this extra strand, we are going to place one single crochet in the next 8 stitches, and 8. So this is what you have right here. Cut off the extra strand you crochet over, and then let's begin our increase. So in the last space, which is the 9th space, okay, the last space here, I'm going to place a total of 3 single crochets inside, okay. So 1 and 3. Now take a deep breath and let's do something quick, okay. You are going to stitch mark the sides, okay. So the previous 3 single crochet increase you made here, I'm going to place a stitch marker in the exact middle, which is the second single crochet you made in the space right there. As you know, I use scrap yarn, and then I do the same thing for the one I just did. This is the second single crochet I made. I just insert and stitch mark the place so that we know the sides. And now you are going to place one single crochet into the next 9 stitches. So you realize that after the single crochet in the next 9 stitches, we are approaching the 3 single crochet increase, and there's a stitch before where the stitch marker is. Or in the next 3 stitches, we are going to place 2 single crochet inside each, making an increase. So 2 single crochet in this first one. Remove your stitch marker. 1 single crochet first before you place it back. Go back in the same space with an extra single crochet, okay, and then in the next stitch 2 single crochet in the same space, making an increase. And so you are going to continue along with 1 single crochet in the next 8 stitches till we meet the opposite side, and we are going to make a same increase as seen. I'll meet you here. So here we have it, 1 single crochet into the next 8 stitches, and so we are approaching the increase. So in the next stitch, we are going to place a total of 2 single crochet to increase, to make your first increase. Take off the stitch marker, put a single crochet there, place the stitch marker back, and then add an extra single crochet in the same exact space, since we are making an increase. And then in the next stitch, 2 single crochet again, and in the next stitch, in the same stitch, sorry. So that means we have made a total of 2 single crochet in the next 3 stitches as made previously for this portion. And so afterwards we are going to place 1 single crochet in the next 9 stitches, and then I will meet you at the next section where we'll be incorporating the red. So after 1 single crochet in the next 9 stitches, you are going to continue to make 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches before we incorporate. So 1, 2, then the third one will be the place where we place our stitch marker. So 3, you can place it back, and then 4. So this 4th you are not going to finish off. You grab your red bobbin, and you must have 2 bobbins on the side. You drop your black, and then you are going to grab and leave some strand and pull through to finish off. This time you are going to place 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches to mimic the 12 grids that we spoke about. So you realize that we had 12 grids so far for the width, and that's what we are maintaining. And so go along and make your 12 single crochets in the next 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches in red, and I'll meet you somewhere here. So here we have a 12 single crochet in red. You realize that it is right before where our stitch marker is, and so you can now take off the stitch marker to make your color change. You are going to grab a black bobbin, and this time around you are going to make an increase as well in black. Okay, so you yarn over and pull through the 2 loops. In the next stitch you are going to place 2 single crochet stitches. Okay, so in this one, in the same exact stitch, 2, okay, and that's an increase. Okay, and then in the next stitch you are just going to place a single crochet, but you are not going to finish it off. So insert and pull through. You have it on the loop. You drop your black bobbin, and you bring your next red bobbin once, and you bring your red bobbin once again. Remember that there is also a Ghana color design at the back. It's both front and the back, but if you maintained the back, there's no pattern at the back, you can just go along with single crochet stitches. But now we are going to incorporate, and for that as well we are going to place 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches, similar to what we did here. Okay, so insert, pull through, single crochet. I'll meet you somewhere here. So here we have 12 single crochets in red, but do not finish the last single crochet off because I'm going to change color. So you drop the red, and then you incorporate back the black like this, and then we are going to place 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches in black. Okay, so 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so in this third stitch you are not going to finish it off. You are going to grab your red color back from afar, just similarly done for our previous bottom pattern when we're changing colors. So you grab it from afar and pull through these 2 loops to finish off. Make sure it's not too tight, and you are going to crochet over it. And so we are going to maintain the same 12 single crochet in the next stitches, 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches, sorry. And so maintain this 12 grid. I'll meet you somewhere here, and then we will do an extra one for the back, and then I'll leave you to do an extra 4 row. Done with the 12 stitches, you switch back to your black, and you repeat the same 12 stitches for the next red portion. So for the black, it's always 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. You always make sure you leave 2 loops before you switch, and I told you the red is always going to be far away, so you grab it from far away and pull through to finish up. Make sure the thread is not too tight so that you can crochet over it, and then you are going to place one single crochet in the next 12 stitches for the back portion as well. So I'll meet you when I'm done, and then I will show you what to do next. Here I am, always 2 loops on the hook so I can change easily. I drop the red and grab the black. We are still going to maintain the 1 single crochet into the next 3 stitches. So 1 in black, 2, and with the third one I'm not going to finish off because I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, it's the same repetition. We are back to the front section where we started, and so we have made 2 rows in red. We are going to add an extra 2 or 3 rows depending on your preference, and so that will be the cover of it. And so when you turn, you see the vision. This is the back, this is the front. So when we add an extra row, we repeat the same thing for the back as well, and then we single crochet and we add another one, and then when this is where we end. If we finish, we end somewhere here where we do our 3 single crochets, okay, after completing the back portion. And so I will meet you at the end of the whole row. I'll give you the number of rows or information it will be, and I'll show you how to sew this on it. Okay, I finished up with 4 rows in red, okay, and I think this is enough. And I just finished off the back portion of the red, and so remember the parts that you are going to place 3 single crochet. To move to the front portion, what you are going to do is to insert a single crochet in the next stitch and then slip stitch in the following and pull to cut off and weave in the yarn. That is how I end my row, because if we continue, that means we are adding an extra row 5. That is not what we want. So here's the front and here's the back. So I just finished off the back, and you realize that there will be a lot of strands to weave in, so you cut them off. I have my lighter here. You cut all the extra strand, and I have my darning needle here. As usual, I'm going to weave in. You keep the bobbins at a safe place because you definitely need it in another tapestry project. And so I'll weave in the ends with this darning needle. Okay, here I have it. I have everything woven in, everything looking neat, both front and back. And so we are going to thread our darning needle with red and join it. Okay, so just stretch it out because our stitches are tight. Single crochet sometimes make this. I'll stretch it out a little bit, how it's fitting nicely, you see. And so when you cover it, this is how it's going to look from the black portion, a little bit beside the black portion. I'm going to insert and thread it through, and then a little bit you connect it to the other portion too, like this. This is the first point. You go back to the same stitch and pull, because you need a secure knot. You can now release it off, tie a knot, and you can hide that extra strand later. And now you are going to put it on and concentrate on joining it. You can use the invisible join method or the normal method, which is what I'll be using. Just insert into both sides and the next one corresponding, and then you pull through. It becomes tight because of the needle. I pull through. It's going to work. You see, See the vision? And so you are going to sew in that manner. Red thread. If you do not prefer the red thread, you can always use the black thread, but this is going to blend in nicely, you see. And always use crochet thread. Do not use a sewing thread because it can rip off, and durability is important for this piece. So I'm going to sew in this piece nicely and secure, and then I would use the lighter to make the stitches look neat. Okay, I'm done sewing to join, and you can see that this is not getting off unless you remove it from, you know, the top. So it's well fitted and secured. However, you realize that because of the type of yarn I'm using, there will be some rough things I don't like, and that's when I start using the lighter. So I bend, you know, the rough first, like it's freeing. In Ghana we say eniefu, and see, this is what I do to make it look neater. And so you bend, don't make sure you don't bend, because you don't bend it too much, you end up making it black. So you bend a little, you use your hand on it like this, and you are going to do this till you are satisfied with the look. You make it as neat as possible, and then I join my black yarn at this portion, you see this portion, and I crochet, you know, this kind of something like this. You see from my previous tutorial, I crochet this over there to make sure I put my keys on it. That's what I mostly do for my key holder. So this is optional. So you grab your loop, you pull through, and then you can get it off when crocheting this. So I just take it off slightly, and then I place one single crochet. So I chain one first, and I place a single crochet in the same stitch where I chained one, like this, and then I place a single crochet in the next two stitches. Okay, to be something like this. You chain one again, you turn over, and then you continue from there. So insert a single crochet in the same stitch and in the next two stitches. So you are going to add more rows in order to fold and sew it on the end, or slip stitch on the end, to create this kind of look. Okay, to put your key inside. So I'll meet you when I'm about to join. So I made a total of 7 rows. So what I do is that I just fold and insert my hook, and this yarn over, pull through, slip stitch. Make sure the slip stitch is tight to secure, like this. It's black yarn, so you can't see, but you get the concept. You are going to slip stitch to join like this, and that's what I basically do. And this add a more purposeful look to this AirPod. Is it AirPod or AirPod? So yeah, simple slip stitch, just 4 slip stitches. You cut off the yarn and weaving, always weaving the ends, so it will be something like this. And that's when you can put your key holder on it. Let me take this one off and show you. Key holder, you can just place it within like this, and so it will be attached to the AirPod. See how beautiful it looks. And so it won't be only an AirPod cover, but it will be like multi-purpose, and that's what I love about this pattern. So you can see how cute this is already looking. And so it's burning time. I'll burn some more. Do it demure and classy. And I hope you love this tutorial and it was helpful to you and very detailed. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this pattern because this pattern is so beautiful. And you shouldn't be a Ghanaian before you try this pattern up. This is giving motherland vibes. And I know mostly in December there's dirty December, so if you have this cute accessory hanging somewhere in your bag, around your bag with your keys and everything, it's giving key holder and AirPod, like it's multi-purpose. It's so cute.